Good morning. Rick and I went to a retreat up in Mount Shasta this summer, or just a few weeks ago. And there was a guy there who was talking, and I'm going to use something that he said. It's not my own personal revelation, but I thought it was fabulous. His name is Dennis Smith, and real strong spiritual guy. And so he was on a panel, and the question to all of the panelists that there's a lot of negative entities out there that can kind of attach to you. How do you handle that? So each one was answering how they handled that. And they got to him, and he said, well, you probably don't want to hear this, but it's just not in my reality. I don't attract that kind of stuff. I know it's out there, but it doesn't come, I'm not attracting it. He said, but I did have an incident one time when the doorbell rang and my wife answered the door, and she just screamed and then went back in the bedroom, just screaming. And so I go to the door and say, and this guy standing, he's like a satanic monster type guy, was at the door, just looking really awful. And I said, what the heck do you think? He didn't say what the heck, but anyway, what do you think you're doing coming in here and scaring my wife like that? You go in there to her where she is and you apologize to her, because I'm not going to allow that in my house. So the guy goes in and apologizes to the wife, and he comes back out, and Dennis is sitting there watching a football game. And he says to the guy, you want to watch the game? Sit down. And he hands him a beer and some popcorn, and they sit and watch the game together, which I thought was absolutely fabulous. Here's this guy, this scary, awful, dark energy. He invites him to come on in and sit and watch a football game with him. And the guy was sitting there talking to him. He says, I just need somebody to love me. So we need to think about that. And when you see all these evil people out there, we're thinking, oh, they're just awful and they're evil and terrible. You need to think, it's a cry for love. They just need to be seen. That you need people to see that they're actually there and who they are, and allow them to express their opinions and stuff. They need to be seen. So when you've got somebody in your life that's really, really what you would consider major evil type person, think about that. I also remember when I was, my kids were in elementary school, and I signed up as a teacher's aide in the third grade. And only because it just got me out of the house, and it was a great job for being a mom, because when the kids were home, I was home like 20 minutes later, and they were out on vacation, and I was out. So it was excellent hours for a mom, and I was just doing it for kids. There was this kid there who was just a real troublemaker, all the time troublemaker. And when you have a kid like that, he never misses a day of school, because the mom is always making sure he's at school, because she gives her a break. But anyway, so I decided I'm going to win this kid over. I said, I just was making this great effort to get a smile out of this kid. And I just would acknowledge him and recognize him and see him and speak to him and get a smile out of him. So yeah, just look at the ones, especially in politics. There's so many people we just think, oh, this guy's just evil, horrible, awful. Well, it's a cry for love. You need to be, they're looking to be accepted. They're in fear. They need to have, they need money, they need power to make themselves feel comfortable. So it's really important, I think, for us to extend that thoughts of love and inclusion and harmony out to everybody. Maybe we can switch the energy that's going on in the world right now, which is pretty toxic, and we don't need to keep it this way, because it's really about the worst I've ever seen it. But I would say, like, not in my reality, not in my close circle of friends. My reality is absolutely fabulous and harmonious and wonderful, but I do see it. If you're looking at anything on YouTubes or TV, you're seeing what's going on. I don't dwell on that a lot, but I see it's actually out there, and so it's important for us to make our contribution to the harmony and love that's out there in the world. Extend love to everybody. Surround them with pink light, pink energy, sweet, loving, spiritual light, and see if it can't make a switch in the humanity. So anyway, we are very important. We're part of the light. We're here to spread the light, and we just need to do that. That's our job. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later. And if you want to go to my channel and watch my other YouTubes, it's youtube.com/ then you have to put the @ sign, which I didn't know before, but you put @non-stop aha moments. That's my YouTube channel, and there's probably, I think, maybe 100 videos on there. They're all real short, just thoughts that I put out. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.